In this video, I want to show you the steps involved in solving a problem like some of those you have in your homework assignment for Unit 7. So let's go ahead and take a look at the problem that we're working with here. According to a government study of adults in the 25 to 34 year age group, the mean amount spent per year on entertainment is $1,934. Assuming the data distribution for entertainment expenditures is normally distributed with a standard deviation of $450, what percentage of adults in this age group spend between $2,100 and $2,350 on entertainment each year? Again, this is the kind of problem a marketing or advertising or maybe the entertainment industry might be interested in. They may want to know the answer to this problem or problems like this as a basis for making decisions within their business. First step in working a problem like this or solving a problem like this is writing down our key information. One of the key pieces of information is the mean of the population. The mean of the population is given to us as $1,934. And pardon me, I'm not using dollar signs here. In a finished report, final report, I would have dollar signs and decimal points and all the stuff I harp on all the time. So that's a key piece of information. The other key piece of information we're going to need is the population standard deviation of $450. Again, we're going to use these values along with the standard normal distribution and z-scores to find the percentage of adults that spend between $2,100 and $2,350 on entertainment each year. And we are assuming that this is a normally distributed variable. The variable is entertainment expenditures per year. We're assuming it's normally distributed. So the first thing we need to do to visualize this and to make it easier, if we draw a diagram of the normal curve and label that diagram with our information, that makes these kinds of problems easier, I promise. So that's what I'm going to do, and it's not going to be a perfectly symmetrical, perfectly round normal curve, but it's close enough for what we're doing here. Okay, we have our diagram of the normal curve. Now let's label it with some of our key information. $1,934 is our mean. So let me go ahead and label that on here. And I've been very careful here to draw my dashed line so that it's straight. So bear with me. These tablets are kind of tricky to use sometimes. So there's a dashed line representing our mean expenditures of $1,934. Now the values we're interested in, those are both above the mean. Now we're interested in 2100, 2350, and the percentage of adult spending within that range. Those are our focus values though, so let's go ahead and label them as well. And I'm going to use a red pen to label those. I'll go ahead and write the numbers down here. 2100 and 2350. And these don't have to be to scale. This is not going to be to scale, but it will give us a visual of what's going on within our normal distribution as we solve this problem. And let's go ahead and do some dashed lines. One for 2100. And then we'll do one for 2350. Okay. And the dashed lines, they identify the area under the normal curve that we're really interested in. And remember, area under the normal curve is synonymous with probabilities or percentages. This is the percentage under the normal curve that we're focusing on. Once we do our calculations, we will know the percentage of young adults who spend within this range, $2,100 to $2,350 each year. Okay, we've got our normal curve diagram, we've got it labeled. Now we need to calculate the z-score for $2,100. Let me go back to my black pen. And I want to do Z21. 21 is a subscript to help me keep straight on the z-score I'm calculating. And the formula for the z-score is x minus mu, the population mean. X is the value of interest, 2,100. Mu is the population mean. And then the standard deviation of the population. Plug in our values. We have 2,100 minus 1,934 over 450, our population standard deviation. 2,100 minus 1,934 equals 166. And bring that down here in our next iteration. Bring down our 450. $166, which is already in our calculator. Let's divide that by 450. 0.3689. And that is our z-score out to 4 decimal places. Now our z-score table only goes out to 2 decimal places, so let's round this to 2 decimal places. So it's going to be 0.37. And we're going to use a 0.37 with our tables here in just a second. But let's go ahead and do the z-score for 2350. X minus mu divided by the standard deviation. Exact same process here. We just have different X values that we're working with. Everything else is the same. So 2350 minus 1934, 416. Divided by 450. 416 divided by 450. 0.9244. And we'll round that to 2 decimal places. Okay, those are the z-scores we need to take to the z-table to find 2 values. And from those 2 values, we are going to be able to calculate the percentage of young adults who spend within this range each year on entertainment. So the first area, or the first value that we're going to look for in the z-table is for this z-score, 0.37. And back to our diagram, that 0.37 z-score will find us a value representing this area, the area between the mean of $1,934 and the raw score value, or the X value, of $2,100. So let's go to our z-table, 0.37. So you've seen another video hopefully on how to read a z-table, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. We go down to 0.3, and then we go across to 0.07, 0.1443. .1443. Make sure that isn't confused for a 9 there. 0.1443. Go ahead and label that. Now we want to, wish I had more pen colors here. Let's go back to a red here. Now we want to find the area between the mean and $2,350. And the z-score for $2,350 is 0.92. Go to our z-table, 0.9. And there it is right there, 0.3212. Okay. And again, that 0.3212, that's the area between the mean of the distribution and a score or a value of $2,350. Again, we're interested in this area here. It's not 0.3212, it's not 0.1443, but to find this area here, we need to subtract this area from that area, or 0.3212 minus 0.1443 equals 0.1769. 0.1769. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and erase some of the scribbles that I have here, because now we have the number representing the area between $2,100 and $2,350. And that area is 0.1769. Remember, area under the normal curve is synonymous with proportion, and proportions can be converted to percentages. So we have the proportion here, multiply that by 100, 17.69. 17.69% of young adults in this age group spend between $2,100 and $2,350 on entertainment each year. And that's a real good example of the procedure you need to follow for several of your homework problems. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm also going to do a PDF. I'm going to redo this in a PDF just to illustrate the layout so you have something else to look at. But hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.